I need you to watch this video. Please just take a couple minutes and watch this video, okay? This is so important. I'm going to try to explain it to you the best I can, but this is so important. A 34-year-old woman in Minneapolis, an American woman, was just shot and brutally murdered by ICE officers. And I am saying this with so much clarity, guys, because I watched the video of her getting shot myself. She was doing nothing wrong. And DHS is saying that she is a domestic terrorist because she was using her vehicle as a weapon to harm officers. If you watch this video from multiple angles, you will see that that is not true. ICE has literally just murdered an American 34-year-old woman. That happened yesterday. My whole idea with this video was why it is such a dangerous idea to send 2,000 agents into one city, like Minneapolis, for example. You know, the same place where the George Floyd riots were insane. And the first day they're there, first, by the way, DHS goes ahead and then does a nice tweet to Minneapolis saying, "Good morning, Minneapolis." And then 3 hours later, they shoot and kill a civilian. And here's the thing. There was this, the mayor was on stage with the police chief. He was on stage with the sheriff and addressing the public, addressing the nation about this. And he says himself that he saw the video and that DHS, ICE, Kristi Noem, and the Trump administration is fucking lying. I'm sorry, his exact words were, this is their narrative of her being a terrorist and using her vehicle to as a weapon is bullshit. He said bullshit. And then he told ICE to get the fuck out of his city.
What we do know is that a 37-year-old woman is dead and that she was shot by ICE. We've dreaded this moment since the early stages of this ICE presence in Minneapolis. They are not here to cause safety in this city. What they are doing is not to provide safety in America. What they are doing is causing chaos and distrust. They're ripping families apart. They're sowing chaos on our streets. And in this case, quite literally killing people. They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bullshit. This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed. There's little I can say, again, that'll make this situation better, but I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite.
These thugs, okay, I am sorry, but these thugs that are going on the streets and doing these disgusting things that they're doing need to be handled and dealt with. And I understand that our Constitution allows us to do things a certain way, and that is what I'm calling on. I mean, even the police chief and the mayor were both saying that you have a First Amendment right, basically telling the people of Minneapolis that you should be outside protesting because this is not okay. Who would have thought sending 2,000 federal agents into a city would be potentially dangerous? I don't know, maybe every single person in the country besides anybody attached to the Trump administration. Look, this woman died for no reason, guys. She died for no reason. And if it comes out that she was using her vehicle to block ICE vehicles from traveling down a roadway, and that deserved a bullet in the head? No. That deserves a warning. Or sure, you want to get her for obstruction, you'll probably lose that case, but go ahead. The mayor also said something that I thought was really interesting. He is begging the people of Minneapolis not to riot. He is begging them not to riot because he said that he knows that this is exactly what the Trump administration wants. Turn it into a war zone. He can rally the troops and he can basically take over Minneapolis. Minneapolis is filled with a lot of loving and empathetic and beautiful people that care about people. So they will be hitting the streets. I know it. This is like one of the few places that I can think of in the United States where they are going to rally like nobody can. I actually might be heading there tonight or tomorrow just because I want to be there when this happens and capture it on camera. But this is the thing, guys. This is not an isolated incident. Sure, this is like the first American citizen to be shot and killed by an ICE officer, to my knowledge right now. But this is what happens when the federal government decides to make, achieving something easier. They're taking lower IQ individuals. They're even like kind of waiving, if I'm correct, I might be wrong on this part, but waiving the fact if you're not really good at writing or math, they're taking you. If you're overweight and you can't meet the physical standards, they're taking you. And I heard also that if you don't pass the mental like background check, they're taking you. What in the actual hell? Again, I don't have actual documents from DHS that are confirming that, but that is what is being reported. And it blows my mind. You have people that are patrolling a city like they're in a war zone, carrying deadly firearms. One of them, what sounded like, put 2 bullets into a car, one inside a 34-year-old woman's head. And now you're trying to frame it like she was using the vehicle as a weapon. Guys, I'm not going to show you this footage because I don't think I'm allowed to on YouTube, but I'll tell you right now, it's not hard to find. I will say trigger warning, very big trigger warning. Watch it from multiple angles if you choose to. If you choose to, you will see that nothing about that situation, and I mean, the chief of police and the sheriff basically said the same thing, and the mayor, nothing about that situation warranted a gunshot. I mean, no, like this was not okay. So, I mean, my like story to you guys today was to talk about how dangerous it is for 2,000 federal agents to be deployed into a U.S. city. And I spent hours last night putting this together for you guys. Like I had a whole spiel. There's so many things I wanted to talk about, but there's really no point in going into any of that because it all led up to basically what happened today. And what worries me is today is a precursor for what possibly is going to be happening over the next week in Minneapolis. I really hope that you watch this video, and I hope that you talk about this, because the only way for things like this not to happen is for us to be educated, empathetic, and, talkative people with people around us so that things like this actually get out to the public. And people, the problem is I feel like another issue besides the fact that we can't, like America is so bad with critical thinking these days, is the fact that we're afraid to talk to people about our values and about situations. That really needs to get fixed, guys. If you stuck around for this whole video, I thank you so much. I had something planned for this, but I feel like this was just so much more important, and I feel like I might have hit the facts of how dangerous this was already, obviously, doing this. And if you have any questions for me, you guys can ask in the comments, or you guys can find me on Instagram as well. If you guys want to find me, Jared Zisser on Instagram. My photo has like the take on it with my headshot. You can ask me questions in the, you could DM me on there, and I will do the best I can to answer any questions you have about this or anything else that we've talked about. Thank you for watching. I am Jared Zisser, and this is Ring of Fire. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on notifications to make sure you are informed about everything important in progressive politics today. And if you are looking for fact-based independent reporting all day, every day, follow me here on Instagram or here on Facebook. See you in the next video.